With freedom I have none. I've been looking for freedom. I've been looking so long. I've been looking for freedom. Still the search goes on. I've been looking for freedom since I left my hometown. I've been looking for freedom. Till it can't be found.
Welcome! I'm Professor Bertrand Stearns, and this is my colleague, Professor Bertie Stryker. This is an instructional video made to educate our St. Jude students on the topic of study this week, freedom. Although I'm a traditional man, I have been told to pimp up my classes. Then, this instructional technique should do just that. We are using a song by the great David Hasselhoff to help illustrate these points.
Yes, now, the first verse of Hoff's song is all about a young man seeking domestic freedom. People in society should be free to do as they wish. I, too, yearn for this domestic freedom. Students, for example, are free to visit me in my home. Well, the female students are. And I also, for example, would support marriage between men and beasts. Providing, of course, the beasts are cute, otherwise it's silk.
Well, I suppose I agree. I, being a feminist, often permit my wife, Mrs. B. Stearns, who sometimes known as Gertrude, some liberties. Sometimes allow her a lunch break from cleaning the crap off outhouse walls. On Sundays, I permit her a break in her chores to attend church. I also permit her to light my pipe, fetch my slippers, and occasionally speak out of turn. With freedom comes responsibility, and I'm responsible for ensuring Mrs. B. Stearns does not abuse her freedom. The system works.
I headed down the track, my baggage on my back. I left the city far behind. Walking down that road with my heavy load, trying to find some peace of mind. Father said you'll be sorry, son, if you leave your home astray. And when you realize the freedom money buys, you'll come running home someday. I've been looking for freedom. I've been looking so long. I've been looking for freedom.
In this part of the song, the Hoff has clearly gone in search of liberty and freedom throughout the world. One country I know that has a fantastic record when it comes to personal freedoms is Afghanistan. You can literally do whatever you want there. Dogfights? No problem. Ever wanted to stone a woman to death for having an older brother? Go ahead. Ever wanted to cut a man's arms off because he wiped his nose in public? Be my guest. Want to have a fist fight with an ape? I'm sure it can be arranged. What a fantastic country. I'm so glad our soldiers fought and died to preserve this beautiful way of life.
Yes, and North Korea is another example.
Oh, hang on there, Bertrand. That sounds a bit racist to me.
Well, North Korea is a beautiful place. The population there, they have many freedoms. Freedom from having to vote. Freedom from having to believe in any god or gods. Freedom from having to make too many choices with what to eat, thanks to the lack of food. Freedom from hanging about in a doctor's office, waiting for medical treatment. Freedom to be entertained by the glorious military parades. And freedom to adopt whatever pre-approved hairstyle they wish.
I paid a lot of dues and plenty to lose, traveling across the land. Worked on the farm, got the muscle in my arm, but still I'm not a self-made man. I've been on the run for many years to come. I'll be searching door to door, and given some time, someday I'm gonna find the freedom.
Finally, thank God for academic freedom. Thanks to academic freedom, we've had the time and resources to move ahead with this innovative pedagogical project. Nobody's ever made an instructional video before. Well, at least not like this one. The heartfelt lyrics really kept it real for us. Thank you for the inspiration, Hoff. Keep on keeping on.
Yes, that's it. From Professor Bertrand Stearns and Professor Bertie Stryker.
I've been looking for freedom.